everyone, Letty here. Welcome to day 23 of my Christmas in July crafty series. Today I'm making some 5x7 photo cards using Echo Park, Twas the Night Before Christmas Volume 2. Welcome back everyone. So for my hashtag PPP Christmas in July, today I am taking out a partial pack that's Twas the Night Before Christmas, it's Volume 2 by Echo Park. I only have about half of the collection. This was a 12 by 12 paper pack. Originally it came with 12 sheets, double-sided, some cut-aparts, some stickers. I don't have the entire pack here. I've already started using it. I just found this in my stash. So I have a sheet of 3x4 cut-aparts. I do have 2 sheets of this 4x6 cut-aparts. And then I also have 4 whole sheets of 12x12 paper, which is what I'm going to use for my main project today. And then and you can see here, these are double-sided. And so after I make my main project, I'm going to go and use all of my scraps that are left over and make some scrap cards. So it'll be 2 projects today, but one main one. Here is the sticker sheet of what I have left. So I've already used the majority of these. You can tell I only have a few left over. So again, I have my sheets. I have some scraps as well. These are some of the double-sided scraps that I have. They're probably around 3x4, most of them. So just some excess little scraps that I'll have as well, and then some strips too. So that's what I have to use for today's projects. Let's go ahead and dive in. So I took out the 4 solid sheets that had the back and front, no cut aparts. So these are just regular 12x12s. So I put the cut aparts aside. I'm going to use these for my project today. I'm going to start off by cutting off the branding strip. So that little strip at the very bottom that says Echo Park and that says the collection, I cut that off because I want to work with a true 12x12. So the next step is I'm going to cut it at 10 inches vertically. And so we are making those photo cards first. This is how you make them. You cut off 2 inches from the side. So you'll end up with a 10 wide by 12 inches high paper. Then you're going to turn it on its side and you're going to cut it at 7 inches. So you're going to cut it at 7 inches on the 12-inch side. So now you've got 2 papers, one that's 7 by 10 and one that's 5 by 10. And so this photo card project was something that was inspired by Toby, who's Bitty Penny here on YouTube. I will link her channel down below, or her original video where I got the inspiration for this. So then I'm going to just go ahead and cut all the remaining sheets as well, and then cut down that 2 inches off of the side, and then go ahead and cut cut the 2 papers out of the 1 sheet. So basically what you'll end up doing is you're going to end up with a larger 5x7 card and then a smaller 5x10 sheet of paper that we're going to stick on the inside of our 5x7 photo cards. And so you are going to be mixing and matching these patterns. I'll get to that in a second. I'm also going to take a white cardstock, just a regular 8.5 by 11, and I'm going to cut it on the 11-inch side, but because it is 8.5, I'm going to do 4¼ inch squares. So I'm cutting it at 4¼ on the 11-inch side twice. I can get 2 whole sets of these. Then I'm going to cut it at 4¼ again, but on the 8.5 inch side. So now I've got square mats that are 4¼ by 4¼ and these are going to go on the insides of my photo cards. So I do have some scraps left over. I'm going to put those aside and just focus on my square mats, which are 4¼ squared. And then I've got my papers that I will mix and match off camera. I'm going to kind of figure out which combinations I want. And usually with 2 sheets, you can make 2 of these 5x7 photo cards. So I've already gone ahead and I've paired them. I basically just want to mix and match my patterns. So that way, when you open up the card, you have a different pattern on the inside. So it'll look something like this. Once we fold it, you open it, you'll have a different pattern. You open it even further, you've got more patterns, another pattern, and then you finish off with the final. So again, each one of these is going to use 1 whole sheet of that 12x12 paper, but I'm mixing and matching. So the next step is just go ahead and fold your papers in half. So I am going to use a bone folder to enforce it because I've already sort of laid out the directions and how I want my papers as far as to align and to which are going to be my pairs. So once you fold them, you can see how you can kind of stick it in the smaller one inside the larger one, and then you can add your mat, and that's basically the foundation of our 5x7 photo card. So I will decorate the front. I'll decorate the front of that little 5-inch square. The inside, I'll maybe add a couple stickers to the inside with the mat, and then that will pretty much be our 5x7 photo card. Now I will do the rest of the folding in just a second off camera, but I just want to show you. The next thing I'll do is bring out a long arm stapler. We're going to staple it, and then I will decorate all of the panels. You do want to make sure your paper is vertical because this is a vertical 5x7 card. You're going to want to make sure you sort of center that 5-inch paper right in the middle, and then we'll staple it with, again, a long arm stapler. If you're not familiar with this, I do have one link down below with my Amazon affiliate link. It's basically a stapler that lets you staple much larger than a regular stapler. This one goes up to about 12 inches. So I'm going to put my staple mark at the 5-inch mark. So that means it'll only let the paper go in 5 inches. So I'm going to center my little paper right on the inside of the larger paper, have about an inch at the top, an inch at the bottom, and I am going to put my staples on the inside with the teeth of the staple facing down. So you do not have to do this. You can do this any which way you want. I just find that it doesn't really make a huge difference, and I'm going to end up covering that with some twine. So I feel like I would have a smooth surface on the inside. So then you'll just kind of fold your folds, enforce them. I use a bone folder just to kind of help crease them. And then you can trim off the excess just because there's a little bit of an overhang from having to staple the inner paper to the larger paper. You just trim that off with a paper trimmer or with some scissors. It is totally optional. And then the last step would be to glue in that white mat right on the inside and then decorate with whatever embellishments that you wanted to decorate. So I'm going to repeat these steps and I'll be right back. Okay, so I have already assembled my 4 photo cards, my 5x7 photo cards. I added one of the 4x6 cut aparts. I layered on some gold metallic cardstock. We're going to add some twine in just a second. I did add some decoration on my panels. I did also add in some 4x6 place photo stickers here, place photo here stickers. I had just made those separately on my computer, and I have added them down. I also added some additional embellishments on the inside of the little 5-inch section, and to decorate the mat, I added some stickers. So those are my cards. Let's go ahead and add some twine. This is optional, but this is something that Toby had done in her original video, and I went ahead and just kept it true to form. So you actually will just use about 3 times the spine, which is about 21 inches. Since this is a 5x7 inch card, you're going to wrap the twine around and then just tie a bow, and it doesn't matter where it lands because we can adjust it. You're going to go ahead and tie a bow on the outside just like this, and you can use ribbon or twine or any kind of, fiber that you have. And then to adjust it, just open up your card and you can pull it and push it and kind of move your bows to whatever placement you want it, just like that. So those are the 4. I'll do a full recap in just a second, but let me show you what I have left to use for my scrap cards. So I have some scrap strips that I'll be using. I also do still have a few cut aparts. I think I have 5 cut aparts and one larger 4x6 that's pretty much just patterned paper. And then I also have some scraps. I have some scraps that are about 3x4 and then some 2x12 inch strips. I also have 2 big stickers, and then I also have some little scraps as well from the stickers or the little strips. So I'm going to use these items to make some scrap cards, and then I'm going to come back for a full recap, including showing those photo cards. So again, I used the Twas the Night Before Christmas Volume 2 by Echo Park. This was about a half of a 12x12 pack that I had in my stash that I want to try to smash. After I made my cards, I realized I had put aside 1 sheet of cut aparts. And so instead of trying to scramble and try to make something of it, I am okay with just sticking this back in my stash. I actually think I have another set of this Twas the Night Before Christmas paper pack. So I'm going to just put that 1 sheet back in my stash. I'm not going to go crazy over it. And then I did do 2 projects, 5x7 photo cards, and I also have some scrap cards. So I made 4 5x7 photo cards. We did 1 on camera today with the exception of the decoration, but here's what it looks like. I did add those 4x6 cut aparts, some gold cardstock. I added my little 4x6 place photo here stickers on the inside. I decorated all of the little flaps. I added some stickers around the white mat. I did leave the back section of 5 inches sort of empty, but here is how they ended. And so these are the 4 that I made. This is such a great project to use up your stash. You saw there I used up half of a pack just with these 4 cards, and they come together so quick and easy. The decorations are very easy to do, especially when you use those 4x6 cut aparts on the front. It's so quick. Again, I'll link Toby's video down and in the description box below. Again, this was the 5x7 photo cards, and then I made 7 scrap cards. So I had some of those 3x4 cut aparts. I layered them on some gold foil. I did add some scraps and some stickers on the inside. I just used those strips that I had left over and anchored it on the bottom of the card. I put the 3x4 cut apart on the top of the card. I did use some scraps on behind the top of the cut apart just to kind of level everything out. I used the stickers. I did do a little fussy cutting on some of the paper. And then on this last card, I ran out of elements, and so I just brought in a stamped sentiment, and then that gold scallop circle was die cut out of that cardstock mat. So again, 7 A2 size scrap cards plus 4 photo cards. Again, 'Twas the Night Before Christmas Volume 2 by Echo Park for my hashtag PPP Christmas in July. So thanks for watching, everyone. I hope you got a little bit of inspiration here. I am going to link my Christmas playlist right here so you can get even more inspiration for Christmas crafty projects. I hope you're enjoying this crafty series. Happy holiday crafting.